I peed in my pad and blood started gushing out and leaking out my legs. What? Why did you pee in your pad on purpose? They're not diapers. Hey guys, it's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since we've seen each other because Hurricane Milton took away my power for what felt like eternity. But hey, we're back. We're still kicking. Barely, but we're kicking. But on a real note, I'm fine. My house is fine. All my loved ones are okay. The worst we had was like a bunch of trees fell down. We lost food. We were out of power for days. But hey, we're slowly recovering. It's all good. It could always be worse. So yeah, today it is about that time of the month again. And when I say that time of the month, I mean, yes, literally that time of the month. I am reading your period horror stories once again, and I'm also ranking them. So let me introduce you to the rankings so you can judge along and rank with me. In the green, this is where we all want to be, which is, wait, did I write this? Cause like, same bestie, this is kind of like a canon event for having a period. Sadly, but it's all good. Above that, we have, you're joking. This is where I genuinely hope what you were saying is a joke because it is so unbelievable and ridiculous that I have to believe it is a joke, or at least tell myself it is one. In the middle ground, we have sucks, but you'll be okay. Was this a crappy situation? Yes. But will you survive it? Yes. And that's what matters. Above that is gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. We're gonna pretend it didn't happen and we're just gonna live in denial. And that's how you gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. It didn't happen. In the red, it is simply change your identity. It was this bad. I can't even lie to you, sis. But now go grab your snacks, go grab your tea, and let's get into this tea. Hello, how are you doing? Love you so much. Okay, I'm okay. And I hope you are okay as well, or maybe even better. I love you too. Once I was in my 5th period algebra and I asked my teacher if I could go to the bathroom. I picked up my backpack without knowing that I have my front pocket open, and every single one of my tampons and pads fell out, and I was sitting at a table with boys. Oh no, who will think of the boys seeing unused tampons and pads?
A nightmare.
The boy next to me, who was my crush, called me nasty, and everybody in the class laughed at me. I switched schools, by the way, bestie. No. I guess the fact that you switched schools would automatically put you at change your identity because it was this bad of a situation. I get it though. When you're younger, especially like 5th grade, dude, you're like what, 10, 11? That's the age where anything and everything is embarrassing, and kids are so mean. I get why you felt the need to do that. I respect it. The other 95% of me actually is like, nah, screw them. Screw them and your crush. Your crush is trash and the trash took itself out. I don't care if he's 10. What about my unused brand new wrapped tampon or pad is nasty, bro? If you think this is nasty, just wait till you want to start dating girlies when you're older.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
I was babysitting my 4-year-old and 1-year-old cousins and I was on my period. Duh. We were sitting at the table and I got up to get the baby a toy. My 4-year-old cousin said, "Is that cranberry juice?" He loves cranberry juice. So he licked it. Turns out I bled through and he licked my blood. He said it tasted gross. Oh, at least he said it tasted gross. I am so happy your 4-year-old cousin didn't gain a sudden obsession for drinking period blood. Listen, y'all know how I feel about suspicious liquids, and if you didn't, you're about to find out. I feel no mercy for anyone. Even if they're a 4-year-old child, I feel no mercy for someone who licks a suspicious liquid. What are you doing? My butt was on this chair and there is a liquid on it and you're gonna lick it?
That is disgusting. Ew.
And I'm supposed to feel bad for you? Be so for real, bro. You're joking. That will be the last time I'll babysat. Me and my family ended up going to a water park, so my mom had me try a tampon. Anyways, the day was coming to a close and I hadn't changed it for a second, and I was in line for a water slide when suddenly I saw little red drops running down my leg and forming a very small puddle at my feet. The people I was with are all boys, and one of them pointed it out, so in response I said, "I'm dying," and ran down the stairs. Respect. Technically, my uterus is kind of dying. This sucks, but you'll be okay. If I were to have an embarrassing period horror story happen anywhere, I would want it to be a water park. Hear me out. Even if there's a puddle forming at my feet, which would actually be pretty scary, I might actually think I'm dying. But anyways, if that were to happen, I'd want it to happen at a water park because there's water everywhere. The water can wash away the blood. The chlorine can dilute that blood, you know?
I am the one.
You'll be okay, sis. If the boys didn't know about periods, they sure did now. So in a way, you did them a favor. Now they know. Maybe it's like a little bit of trauma, but me and my friend were walking around town just shopping, and we went into this new clothes shop that just entered, and there was a really cute set of white jeans and a jacket.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
We were in the fitting rooms when I realized I had my period. It had stained the jeans and they were too big, so I wasn't going to buy them. I ended up buying them anyway. Luckily, it was self-checkout. You're a better person than me. I wouldn't have bought them. I'm sorry. Like, they didn't even fit me. But then again, you did bleed into them. That's kind of a biohazard and kind of nasty. If I was shopping and I pulled out bloody, the way I would throw up and never go shopping. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm torn. What would you do? For real, for real. You know what? You buy them, you wash out the stain, and then you return them. Look at that. We all win. But I ain't gonna lie. My first thought was to put them back. Yeah, it's like gatekeep girl boss. Bro, I'd be like, oh wow, I didn't even know I leaked in them. That's crazy. Didn't see that. I'm so bad for this. A few years ago, I was in biology class and I started feeling really sick, so I asked the teacher if I could go to the bathroom. She said yes. When I got there, I pulled down my pants and saw that I had started my period for the first time. Keep in mind, I was like 12 and I did not know how to deal with this, so I just started crying in that cubicle. Walked out and realized there were like 4 other people and they probably heard me crying thinking I just got bullied or something. You did though. By your own uterus, sis. Did I write this? I totally wrote this. I'll never forget getting my period for the first time, not knowing what a period was and being like, oh, this is the end. I went through the 5 stages of grief. It's understandable. It's a canon event. And that's what unites us. After being bullied by our own uteruses. This girl in my class was on her period and for whatever reason, the guys in my class were talking about it and some guy said in the most serious voice, who did the deed with her? I looked at him like he was crazy and he said, you know, you do the deed to bleed. Jesus.
You. Are you dumb?
This same girl a few months later started to stick her used pads and tampons in the last stall and now there's a collection of bloody pads and tampons from different people. Oh, so she started a movement. Got it. Y'all don't have janitors to clean these things up. Why are they still there? I'm not even gonna talk about that part because that's just disgusting. If you go to a restroom and you're changing your period products and your first thought is to stick them on the wall and start like a little used period bloody art mural, seek help. I'm so serious. Aside from that, to the boy who was like, oh my God, you did the deed to bleed. I am begging you to pay attention in biology class, homie. Just open a book. Just Google it. Just speak to someone that has a uterus. Stupid. Periods have nothing to do with having sex or not. 2 completely different things, okay? Periods, puberty, natural bodily function. The other thing, sex. I don't know. That's it. My period horror story was not being subscribed to Just Sharing before I got my period. That's insane. That's really upsetting. But like, it's never too late to make up for it. So if you are not subscribed to Just Sharing, you can subscribe to Just Sharing me right now so you won't have a really embarrassing story like this. Yeah, I got you, sis. Please and thank you. Love you. Okay, bye. The first time I tried using a tampon, I was trying to pull it out and right as I could feel it about to come out, the string broke off and I had to fish it out with my fingers. I did not use a tampon for a hot minute after that. By the way, I love you too. I'm so sorry. That could be so traumatizing and that would also make me not want to use tampons for a hot minute, but it's in there. It's not going anywhere. It's not gonna like travel to your tummy or something. It's gonna stay in there. You can get it out. There's just gonna be a lot of fishing to get it out. Yeah, sis, it sucks, but you'll be okay. At least you can get it out. That's the important part. I peed in my pad and blood started gushing out and leaking out my legs. What? Why did you pee in your pad on purpose? They're not diapers. Can pads be used as diapers? I don't know. No. I'm not gonna think about it. You should not be peeing in your pads. I get it if it was an accident, okay, and you really couldn't hold it in. Just try not to go in a pad, cause yeah, this is what would happen. Pads aren't supposed to hold your pee. I would gaslight gatekeep. Girl boss this one. I'm gonna act like it never happened. I would never speak about it actually, so at least this is anonymous. You know how embarrassing it is to have a period leak and then also have a pee-pee leak? Oh, bestie. I got my first period in July. I found this out because I was taking a shower and then started bleeding everywhere. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, so I just leave it there so I can ask my mom for help. Then my dad comes in and starts screaming. I'm sorry, while you're taking a shower?
What?
Long story short, I got grounded from showering while on my period. What? You're gonna keep me from cleaning myself when I'm bleeding for a week? What? Also, I haven't got my period since, so my mom takes me to get seen because she thought I was pregnant. I'm 12, by the way, and have no riz, babes, besides that. And so the whole time my mom is just like, who's the father? And I'm just like, there is no father, I'm not pregnant. And then the doctor finally comes in and tells us the results are negative, so I'm not pregnant, guys. Babes, you have to be joking. I am so sorry, but like, your parents are insane. And I mean that in the most respectful way. Cause dad, one, how are you gonna burst in here while I'm showering and screaming at me for bleeding in the shower? It's gonna go down the drain. It's not like I'm bleeding all over the house on purpose. On purpose, by the way. It was an accident. It's not like I intended to bleed in the shower. It happened. Two, mom, how are you gonna be like, oh my God, you're pregnant. Who's the father? I don't know, God? Mom, did you forget what it was like to have periods, especially your first period? You might not see your second period for a couple of months.
I'm scared.
Babes, get out of that house. I used a sex toy as a tampon. Ooh, woo. I know you did not just ooh me.
Thanks, I hate it.
I see we have gotten into the disappointing part of the video. Hey, y'all remember when I was like, sex and periods have like nothing to do with each other? Again, sex and periods have nothing to do with each other. What is a sex toy gonna do, babe? It's not meant to collect liquid. It's just like corking yourself. You might as well have used like a wine cork to cork yourself at that point. Wait, do you not have toilet paper? Did you not have paper towels? This was your first thought. Let me just clog it up in there with a sec. Okay. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Y'all are getting too bold. Ooh woo. I get to the classroom door when this totally innocent guy says, "Why are you bringing a diaper with you?" I get out of there ASAP, and that's not even the worst part. I get to the stall, the only one open in that restroom, and it has a dirty pad stuck on the box lid. Y'all, we have got to stop sticking pads on stuff. I get that they're sticky. They're sticky because they go on your undies, and then they're sticky so you can roll them up and put them in the trash. Not sticky so you can stick them on the wall. Why do we have to keep explaining this? It's weird. Second of all, really, bro, why are you asking me that? Like, even if I was bringing a diaper to the bathroom, it's none of your business. And if I was, what are you gonna do about it? Steal my diaper? Like, so weird. Did I write this? Because there's always some person that has to question the obvious. Why do you think I'm taking a pad to the bathroom? Please, let's use our context clues. 1 + 1 = 2? That would make sense. Anyways, I was at home and surprise, surprise, I got my period. This wasn't my first one, so I knew what to do and stuff. Thing is, there were no pads in the house and my mom was in London. I live 2 hours away from London. With no pads, I was bleeding everywhere. The carpet, the couch, the floor. Every time I stood up, I felt the gush. Sis, stop standing up. My brother, who was 10 at the time, saw it and passed out. Respectfully, because I would have done the same. I had to wait 3 hours for mom to come back with the pads. Sis, you're telling me you're bleeding all over this house. Every time you stand up, it's just like Niagara Falls and you're leaving just like trails of blood all throughout the house. I would faint. I would feel like I was in a horror movie because what do you mean you're just bleeding uncontrollably everywhere and I walked into this murder house? Your poor brother must be traumatized.
Trauma. PTSD. Trauma. Generational trauma. Trauma.
I guess it sucks, but you'll be okay. Next time you're bleeding uncontrollably and you don't have pads, sit on that toilet. Do not move from that toilet. Also, maybe you should speak to a doctor. I don't think you should be bleeding that much everywhere. Good luck, Charlie. And this last one says, we were at the playground in year 9. I'm not sure what grade it is in America, but I was like 13, 14. And my whole friend group went to the playground at like midnight one night. I went on one of those big round swings. There wasn't enough room, so my crush let me sit on his lap and it was so cute. I had so many butterflies and then his face went from to I had blood running down my shorts onto his white cargos. Bestie, I'm so sorry. I love you too. I'd hope your crush still loved you after this, but that's bad. I would change my identity. At that age, this would be like my 13th This would be so traumatizing for me. You're telling me I finally get to sit on my crush's lap and I bleed on him? Really, uterus? You had to do me like this? If this is a sign from the universe that he's not the one, please, you couldn't have let me know some other way. But real talk, what happened? Did he never talk to you again? Are you guys dating now? I need to know. Was he a real one or was he not? And the lesson here is never trust your period. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. If I didn't get to share your period horror story today, but you'd like to share it with us, please do so in the comments below, and I will make sure to leave a form in the pinned comment for you to send your stories so I can read them in next month's episode. Now, if you haven't heard, I'm hosting a period drive for the entire month of October. I am still collecting some goodies. I have a giant box full of your donations right here. Actually, can I even lift this? This is a lot. This box is full of period donations that you guys have sent. I appreciate you so much. I have a couple people that have donated here. Thank you, Kalia Jude. Thank you, Cheyenne Lee. Thank you, Zoro's favorite child. Thank you, Lila C. Thank you, Melly. And thank you, Cleo. I appreciate you guys so much. If you would like to donate, please do so. It's an Amazon wish list, so it's like super easy to donate. Some donations are as cheap as like $3. I donate all these products to an organization called I Support the Girls. It's an organization in my local community that gives back to people that need period products like girls in group homes, women's shelters, schools, teen moms, etc., which we could really use a lot, especially now after Hurricane Milton. So if you're able to donate, please do so. If you're not, it is okay. I would appreciate you sharing that link though. Send it to someone that you know could donate. But anyways, shout out of the day goes to Harley Moon U6W. Sorry, bestie. I feel your pain. Hopefully this video makes you feel a little bit better. If you're not already subscribed, you should totally subscribe because I mean, like, why not? I think I'm kind of funny. I think it's kind of worth it. I don't know. Please. And thank you. Anyways, I love you guys. Stay safe out there. I hope if you were affected by the hurricanes that you are doing better and it gets a lot better for you sooner than later. I hope that none of these embarrassing period horror stories happen to you. Love ya. Bye.